ओम शांति। अव्यक्ति परिवार में
Om
आपका
Shanti. Welcome everyone to Avyakti Parivar. And today is day 27. Use every treasure in a worthwhile way and become an embodiment of success. And today's topic is God's helper. And today's Avyakti signal is while moving along, if you experience failure or any difficulty, so the reason for that is you become just a helper. You're not a helper. Don't separate God from his service. Since the very name is a godly helper, then why do you separate those who are combined? So always remember this name of yours, and service will automatically be filled with God's magic, and you will easily become an embodiment of success. And now we will be listening to Didi, MohiniDidi.
Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. So all of us, Baba's children, we are God's children. So whatever name, but it's God's children. We all are God's children. So there are different names for God. So we are helping God at this time. And at this time, my task is to help in Baba's task. So when we are doing service, or if we are doing something in the law kicks, anything, whatever we are doing at this time, so if there is any obstacle or any difficulties, so Baba says that it should not happen. Actually, obstacles and difficulties, you should not feel that. So what is the reason and what is the solution of that? So I just love that Baba, and since morning I'm thinking about it, and I'm thinking that everything needs to be experimented. So Baba is saying that you all are God's helper. So you understand the meaning of helper, right? The one who is at service. So why it feels difficult sometimes? Only when you feel separated from God. So my what is my awareness and what are my words? So every time it should be like I am at God's task. I'm helping God at this time, not only doing service, but God's service. So if I will say helper or I'm at service, it's a ordinary word. But when we add God to that, God's helper, godly service, then it's different. So don't separate this word out of it. So Baba says that, so if you experience any failure or any difficulty while moving along, so sometimes if you feel like, oh, there is some difficulty, and if you don't feel success, then what is the reason? The reason is that you just become a helper. You don't feel that you are God's helper. So you cannot separate God from his service. So it's not two separate things, God and service. No. Sometimes some are like so much involved in service. So they say, oh, I was so busy all day. What were you doing? Oh, I was doing service. No, just say Baba's service, God's service, God's task. So then you are automatically remembering Baba. So don't separate God from the service. Since the very name is godly helper, then why do you separate those who are combined? So always remember this name of yours and this name that you are God's helper. Then what will happen? The service will automatically be filled with God's magic, and you will easily become an embodiment of success. So, what does Baba want? That our remembrance should be constant, and with that what will happen, God's magic, God's power you will experience automatically. So we call Baba as businessman, he's a magician. So while performing godly tasks, so we should be in that awareness that this was Baba's magic. How did that happen? This was actually not that easy, but with Baba's magic, it happened. So impossible become possible. So then if you feel that, then you will have good experiences. Otherwise you feel, oh, it's very difficult. uh, because what you did, you separated Baba and the service. So this is such a good point. Whenever you feel something, just feel it in combined form, God's helper. So all day today and tomorrow, just remember Baba, and whatever you are doing, I am at godly service. So then we all will have good experiences. So we'll feel everything is possible, everything is easy, and you will feel Baba's magic. Om Shanti.
ओम शांति। अवेक मुरली रिवीजन 1969 से फरिश्तों के दिल से रुह रेहान।
It's okay, okay. Om Shanti. Now we'll do the revision of Avyak Murli.
अव्यक्तवाणी तारीख है 26 अक्टूबर
Avyak Murli. And today's revision
कर्म का
of the Murli
आधार छिपा
of October
अभी विस्तार से जाकर
26,
मैं बताऊं।
1971. The basis of our
मेरे
karma is our
जैसे
attitude.
जैसे
At
शक्तिशाली
present,
सत्संग
you have to go into a
बढ़ता
lot of
जाता है
detail, but
तो आपकी
as you
कर्मशक्ति
continue to make your stage
हर
powerful,
शब्द का
each word
रहस्य
of yours will be filled
स्मरण
with the
होने लगा।
significance of 1,000 words.
जिससे व्यर्थ वाणी
Through
ऑटोमेटिकली
this,
समाप्त हो
your
जाती है।
wasteful words will
जैसे
automatically
सारे
finish.
ज्ञान का सार
Just
छोटे
as the
से
entire
बैच में
essence of
समाया
knowledge
हुआ
is
है।
merged in a small
छोटे
batch,
से बैच में समाया हुआ
in,
है।
in a small
पूर्व
batch.
ही संकर
So,
स्वर
in the
के
same
रूप में
way,
सम
all
रूप में समाया हुआ है।
the essence is merged in
ऐसे
this
अनेक
batch.
लोगों का
So, in
एक
the same
शब्द
way,
भी
even one
सर्व
word
ज्ञान
that
के राशि से
emerges from
भरा
you
हुआ
will be
रहेगा।
filled with the
तो
total
ऐसी
significance of
वाणी में भी
knowledge.
शक्ति भरनी है।
So, you have to fill
जब
your words with
आपकी
such
आवाज़ें
power.
पावरफुल हो
So,
जाएं,
when your
तो
attitude and
कर्म
words will become powerful,
संपूर्ण
your actions
और
will also
शक्तिशाली
be
होंगे।
constantly accurate and
यहाँ
powerful.
बैटरी को चार्ज
So, you
करने के
have come
लिए,
here to
तो
charge
बैटरी
your
को चार्ज
batteries.
करने के लिए
And so, in order to do
सारे
this,
दिन को
constantly
अपना काम
consider
करने का
yourselves to be in
इंचार्ज
charge.
समझो।
So, to
अगर
charge,
ये
Feel yourself in charge
इस सृष्टि के
of world
प्रकांड के
renewal. If you
इंचार्ज
constantly
हूँ
consider yourselves
तो
to be in
सदा
charge
अपने
of the task of this world,
समझते
then your batteries will
इस
remain
चराचर
constantly
से
charged.
अपने को
So, when you forget
डिस्कनेक्ट
that
हूँ
you yourself
तभी
are in
बैटरी
charge,
डिस्चार्ज होती है
your battery becomes
इसलिए
discharged.
सदा अपने
Therefore,
सक्रिय
constantly consider
अपने को
yourself to be in
इंचार्ज
charge of
समझें
this task.
और फिर अपनी
And
बैटरी
then
डिस्चार्ज
constantly check the
बार
chart of
बार
the charge
करते
of your
जाएं
batteries.
तो कभी भी
Then
संकल्प
there
न
will
करें
never be a
या
discharge in the
आउटपुट की
thoughts,
स्थिति में
actions,
डिस्चार्ज नहीं होंगी
or stage of the
फिर
soul.
यह कंप्लेन कंप्लीट
Then
नहीं
this
होगी
complaint will finish.
यह भी
You
कभी
have this
यहाँ
complaint, do you not?
सभी में ज्यादा
So,
यह
this is the
कंप्लेन
biggest complaint.
इसका कारण यह है
So, the reason of
कि
this is
वे
that
सदा
you don't
से
consider yourselves to be in
अस्मिता से
charge of
श्रेष्ठ
such
कर्म में
elevated
मुझे
actions.
नहीं समझते हो जो कर्म में
So,
केवल
whatever actions
मुझे
I
वे
perform,
कार्य करेंगे
others who see
या
me will do the
वृंदावन
same. This is
मुझे
fixed.
यह स्लोगन
Anyways,
और
but
पूर्ण
don't
रूप से
understand to what
कैसे
greater
धारण
depth you
करना
have
है
to imbibe
नहीं
this
समझते
slogan.
हो इस पांडवों की
So,
भक्ति
what
के
deep
लिए
slogan is
मैं
necessary for
पूरा
the
सृजन
bhakti of the
करूं
Pandavas?
वह कौन सा
So, you were told
जिसका
about the
स्लोगन
slogan.
सुनाया कि
Whatever
जो कर्म मैं
actions I
करूंगा
perform,
मुझसे वे
others
कार्य
who see
करेंगे
me will do the
वैसे ही
same.
जो मुझ
In the
में
same
चलने
way,
वाले आत्मा की वृत्ति
whatever
है
is my attitude,
वैसा
so will
वायुमंडल
be the
बनेगा
atmosphere.
जैसी मेरी
So the
वृत्ति
atmosphere will be
वैसा
according to the attitude
वायुमंडल
of
है
yourself,
तो
the
वायुमंडल को
instrument
प्रकृति
soul.
में लाने
So
वाली
it is the
वृत्ति है
attitude that transforms the
कर्म से
atmosphere.
प्रवृत्ति
So
सूक्ष्म है
attitude is more
अब
subtle
इस
than
कर्म
action.
के ऊपर ध्यान नहीं
Now,
देना
you
है
must not pay attention
लेकिन
to
उस
just your actions,
वायुमंडल
but
को
consider
बनाना है
yourselves to be in
ये
charge of
चार शब्द
creating the
नहीं है
atmosphere through
वायुमंडल
your
को
attitude.
सतोप्रधान कौन बनाएगा
So, who will make the
आप
atmosphere
सभी
Satopradhan?
बोला
All of you. You are instruments for
आगे
this.
की मुरली
Are you
कल
not?
सुनेंगे ओम
Okay. So,
शांति
rest of the Murli we'll listen tomorrow. Om Shanti.